August 8th, Saint Cyriacus and his companions, martyrs. Saint Cyriacus is honored as one of the 14 holy helpers. Saint Cyriacus, born of a noble patrician family, embraced the Christian religion and gave all his wealth to the poor. He was ordained a deacon at Rome under Pope Marcellinus. Diocletian was the emperor at the time, assisted by Maximian. The latter decided to build a beautiful palace for the emperor with magnificent baths and to make the Christians work at the construction. Among the new slaves were elderly gentlemen and persons of the highest rank, clerics and priests. The labor was hard and the food scanty. A Roman nobleman desired to relieve the sufferings of these laborers and sent 4 Christians with alms and encouragements. These were Saint Cyriacus, Saint Synesius, Saint Largus, and Saint Smaragdus. They pursued their charities at risks of their lives, and they worked vigorously alongside those who were growing very weak. When Maximian heard of it, he had the Saint Synesius and an old gentleman whom he had helped decapitated. Saint Cyriacus, however, was well known to Diocletian, who was fond of him. Suddenly, Diocletian's daughter became possessed by a furious demon, and she announced that only Cyriacus could deliver her. Diocletian sent for him, and he cured her. She became a Christian like her mother, who is today Saint Serena. A short time later, the daughter of the king of Persia also became possessed and cried out like Diocletian's daughter that she can only be delivered by Cyriacus. A message was sent to Diocletian, who asked his wife to persuade the deacon to go to Persia for this purpose. He did so with his 2 remaining Christian companions and again cast out the demon, thus bringing about the conversion of the king, his family, and 400 persons whom he baptized. The 3 confessors then returned to Rome. There, the barbarous Maximian, hearing of their return in the year 303, had them seized, imprisoned, and tortured, and finally decapitated with 20 other courageous Christians. Their bodies were first buried near the place of their execution on the Salarian Way, but were later removed to the city. As one of the 14 holy helpers, Saint Cyriacus is invoked for help against diabolical possession, against temptations, especially at the time of death, eye disease, and the eyes.